And hello, all my fellow nerds out there. This is Doki Richie, and welcome back once again to Doki Doki Literature Club Blue Skies. Uh, last t- last time we got through Act One. We are now in Act Two, and I am very excited to get this act started. It's probably gonna be more new content aside from the obviously new colored dialogue box. But we I don't really have anything else to say. Also, I should probably tell you guys recently, my mother got a new dog. Her name is Pookie, and she's adorable. I don't know, maybe I'll edit in a picture of her at some point in this video. Any anywho, eh, let's see. As the sound of the alarm clock makes an unwelcome presence in my bedroom, I can't help but wonder. Do I need an education? I could totally just become a video game streamer. Okay, first of all, I feel very called out by that. Reluctantly, I sit up and stretch. I just hope I don't run into any of those pricks who ruined our festival. Not to mention, I hope they aren't giving any of the club members any flack. Especially Sayori. At least Sakurai is cool. Surprisingly, Sayori is there, but by the time I arrive. Good morning! I give her a mockingly suspicious look. You know, for someone who sleeps in a lot, you sure are chipper in the mornings. Hey! Am I not allowed to be happy? Of course you are, Sayori. Ready for another super exciting and totally not boring day at school? Ready as I'll ever be. How about you? Could be worse. I guess. I'm enjoying history a lot, actually. Sakurai is a good teacher. Yeah, dude, the protagonist is very opposite to me. I was never that good with history. Oh yeah, I remember you saying. We're pretty lucky to have him, aren't we? Definitely. I didn't think anyone could top Makoto last year, but Sakurai has somehow managed to pull it off. I guess it helps that history is a decent subject. I've always preferred those kinds of subjects myself, too. What do you mean? Oh, you know, Japanese, history. Hmm. Anything that isn't math. Oh, come on. I will say it time and time again. Math isn't that hard of a subject. It's just numbers and sometimes letters. It's not that hard. Or physics. Okay, physics, that physics I can excuse. Still, not much of a science kind of girl, eh? Nope. Didn't think so. You're always better than me when it came to more creative subjects, though. Looking back, when we helped each other out with our homework, I guess we covered each other's weaknesses, huh? We sure did. I remember we used to doodle on each other's work, too. You even handed the science homework, and you didn't even realize I drawn a bunch of animals all over it. Sarah laughs as the school looms in sight. Her giggles, coupled with a sudden remembrance of that silly memory, causes a warm feeling to wash over me. I had totally forgotten about that. My science teacher, on the other hand, well, let's just say he didn't expect a bunch of cats, rabbits, and dogs to be on the worksheet. Well, we were learning about evolution, so I guess you drawing all those animals was fitting, right? Of course! It totally wasn't just me getting my revenge from you pulling the planet prank. Oh, that was something I'll never forget. You mean the Uranus joke? The fact that Sayori can't help but giggle when she hears the name is testimony of how she's truly a child at heart. Yes, I grin at her, and although she initially tries to pout, she can never hold an angry face, even when she's joking. Back when we were first learning about the solar system, I heard about what was so funny about Uranus from a classmate of mine. Sayori, being blissfully ignorant at the time, asked me what was so funny about the planet's name. I told her to ask her mother how Uranus was looking, and she actually did. Distinctly, I can remember being in utter hysterics when her mother was both parts confused and stern with her daughter, and for apparently asking such a rude question. Definitely one of my little personal victories. Come on, you have to admit we got each other good. Anyway, I'll catch you at lunchtime. See ya. Bye. As I make my way over to the classroom, the typical school scene greets me. Students of varying ages make their ways to where they need to be, no doubt bracing themselves for the drag that is Monday morning. Ugh. Again, hilariously enough, I'm actually recording this on a Monday. The sounds of chattering and laughter filled the atmosphere as I spot a few familiar faces. Occasionally, a teacher admonishes a laggy student, no doubt reminding them to not be late for homeroom. Outside my classroom, I peer through the window. There's a few of my classmates are there already. Sakurai himself looks only like he just arrived. Ah, Richie. Good morning. How was your weekend? Morning, sir. Not bad, not bad. Haven't woken up that early on a Saturday for a while, so I figured I'd make the most of it. Would you believe me if I told you I spent it enjoying the outdoors and getting homework done? There's a mischievous twinkle in Sakurai's eye as he answers. Why, Richie, of course I would. After all, given your impeccable history when handing in homework on time, I will be hard-pressed not to. On the topic of handing homework in time, one of my classmates noticeably fidgets. I'm willing to bet he hasn't done last week's assignment. Granted, there may have been one or two times where I was guilty of the very same thing. At least Sakurai is fairly relaxed about missing the odd deadline. I check the clock hanging on the wall. It's almost time to start. A few last-minute stragglers hurriedly make their way in. Most people are here at this point. Sakurai is sitting by his desk, a pen between his fingers and a thoughtful look on his face. Emmy hurriedly makes her way past the door into her seat next to me. Kind of ironic how she's on the track team, and yet she's the last one in, which Sakurai picks up on. Ah, Emmy. He leans back in his chair as Emmy looks up in a more innocent face that she can muster. Yes, sir? How is it that a member of the school's track team is the slowest one to arrive? A light chuckle filled the room. Sakurai's banter with his students is always amusing to witness. Well, I'm not technically late, am I? She does have a point, sir. See, even my class rep is on my side. Come on, Sayori, what happened to respecting authority? I'm not the one who makes the rules, sir. As if on cue, the bell rings, a moment after Emmy slips into her seat. Cutting it pretty close. Now that everyone is here, let's get started. Now, I believe me when I say that the First World War is one of the most interesting things you'll ever study in school. Although your science teachers may beg to differ. So a conflict involving nations from all across the world, continent to continent, with soldiers as well as civilians involved in the fighting, it truly changed the geopolitical climate of many of the combatants involved. As he talks, his trademark enthusiasm shines through. It's almost like he was born to be a teacher. Now, can anyone tell me what the year it started? Bonus points if you can explain how it began. And for anyone who asks, no, bonus points does not mean exemption from homework for a week. I can't help but smile to myself after hearing a mixture of groans and laughs in the class. Maybe Monday morning won't be so boring after all. The rest of the lessons pass by fairly quickly, and before I know it, it's lunchtime. You're looking a bit livelier. Sakurai has that effect on us. We're also learning about the First World War, which is pretty interesting. You're right, it is. Although, it's so sad thinking about all those soldiers who died. In such horrible ways, too. For sure. They were hoping it would be a war to end all wars. Yet 20 years later, they were at it again. Anyway, how was your morning? What subject did you have? Physics. In the morning. Richie, it's so unfair. We should have a subject I enjoy on a Monday morning. Sleeping isn't a subject, though. Hey! I like Japanese too, you know. Japanese, history, even stuff like English. Subjects where I can express myself a bit more. You know, given how you are in a literature club, it all makes sense now. As in why you prefer subjects like Japanese. More creative subjects where you can write stories and poems, that sort of thing. Yeah! Plus, I don't think I'll ever need to work out an area of triangle in real life. Well, I really hope not. Whereas stuff that we learned about in Japanese helps with writing poems. Although I don't think the teacher was happy when she found me trying to write a poem in her class. But it's not my fault, right? She looks at me with puppy dog eyes, and the moment it hits me just how adorable Sayori can be. Those big blue eyes, it's impossible to say no to her, and... Wait a minute, where is this coming from? Huh? Yeah, no, definitely not your fault. Anyway, what's that you got? I motion to the food in front of her. It's fairly obvious what she's eating, but I need a quick change of topic to cover whatever it was that just came over me. Eh? You mean this? It's cinnamon bun. Where very delicious. Sorry, I couldn't get a word of that. But I'm guessing you're enjoying it. She lightly gulps down with the sugary delight. Sorry. Yeah, it's so yummy. Do you want to try some? It can't hurt. She tears off a piece and reaches forward. I'm struck by how soft and warm her hands are. It's only a brief moment of contact, but it's enough to ignite that weird warm feeling within. Snap out of it! I pop it into my mouth with the savor of the sweet taste filling my taste buds. Remind me to get some of my own. I'm planning on tactically snacking on these during class and this afternoon. That's one way of getting me through a boring school day. Well, if it works, it works. Just like that, the alarm rings, signifying the end of lunch break. Back to it, I guess. Waving goodbye to Sayori, we make our respective ways back to our classrooms. Aww. Another day, another lesson. Thankfully, it's a Friday, meaning the tempting allure of weekend beckons. Just one more day to sit through. As Sakura explains the origins of the war, my mind can't help but drift away. Who was it who decided we should have working days, but only 2 days off? Man, that seems mighty unfair if you ask me. A 4-day week and 3-day weekend sounds so much better. I know Sayori would definitely agree. Probably not Monica though, given how hard she works. Speaking of Sayori, I wonder what she's up to. I noticed that she's been on my mind a little more than usual. Even when I was at home, just playing video games is an effort to procrastinate on my homework. Knowing her, she's probably doodling instead of paying attention. Then again, I'm daydreaming myself. I guess shorter attention spans are something we both suffer from. It's a little on the warm side here anyway. And Sakurai wouldn't mind too much if we spaced out, right? Spending more time with Sayori recently has made me think. Hey, Richie. Don't run too far off ahead. Sorry, Daddy. I just want to play. Such a ball of energy, aren't you? Don't worry. Your dad and I will keep an eye on you. Oh, and here's some money. Buy some from the ice cream truck. Would you like to come with you? No, it's okay. I'm a big boy now, remember? Of course, darling. How can we ever forget? Dad grins as he reaches out affectionately ruffle my hair. Of course you are, son. Now go out there and have some fun. I barely hear him as I take off, bound towards the ice cream truck. As I'm lining up, my mind runs crazy at all the thoughts of all the different flavors and choices. Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, mint. It's great. The line shuffles forward and I dig into my pockets and bring out the money. They've given me more than I needed for the ice cream. Awesome. That means I can get more than one. Quickly look around me trying to spot my parents. They're sitting on a bench chatting away. They won't notice. Oh yeah, this is the best day ever. Huh? Who's this? Oh! Look, Sayori! So cute! Staying to the left of me is a young girl. She's looking sadly at the ice cream truck in front of me. Why is she looking sad though? All the other kids are happy. She should be happy. There's ice cream right here. Hey. The girl jumps a little. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare ya. She turns to look at me and give me a wide smile. Huh? Wasn't she just sad a minute ago? It's okay. I'm Sayori. Hi, Sayori. I'm Richie. I saw you looking sad. Do you want some ice cream? That makes me happy when I'm feeling sad. Ice cream? For me? You'd buy that for me? Sure. My mommy gave me too much money. I would have got 2 ice creams for myself. But you look sad, so... And I don't like seeing my friends sad. Sayori looks at the floor. She looks kinda shy. Are you sure? Yeah. Now come on, which one do you want? Ooh, thank you, thank you. The Sina... That one, with the long name. The Cinnamon? Yeah. Okay. I handed it over, taking mine from the ice cream man. Thanks again. That's okay. Do you want to be friends? Her eyes light up as she shows me a bright smile. Okay. Do you want to go by the swings? I'll race you there. Hey! Fair! You didn't say when to start. Thanks for being my friend, Richie. I'm new here and I don't have any other friends. No problem. You're really cool and it's nice to make new friends. Oh, there you are. Hi, Mommy. Say's mom. I see you've made a new friend. Who might this be, Sayori? That's Richie. He got me a cinnamon popsicle. Wait, are cinnamon popsicles a thing? Like, I can understand like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, mint, all that, but like cinnamon flavored popsicles? I gotta see if that's actually good one of these days. Huh, did he now? She was looking really sad. I thought it would cheer her up. That's very nice of you, Richie. Sayori, do you mind explaining to Richie why you didn't have any money for a popsicle in the first place? Whoa. Do I have to? Come on. Okay. I was being a bit naughty earlier. Mommy told me not to eat all the candy before dinner yesterday. But I just couldn't help it. So she said I wasn't allowed to get a popsicle today. Indeed, so she was being punished for it. Oh no, is she angry at me? I'm sorry. I didn't know she was in trouble. Although, I'm glad you made a new friend, Sayori. Huh? She laughs softly. Man, Sayori really looks like her. Don't you worry, Richie. You were very kind. And it already looks like you two are great friends already. It's okay. Whew. Richie? What? A sudden jolt of reality as I realize I'm back in the present. Given the way Sakurai is looking at me, he clearly noticed I was dozing off. Oops. I'm going to assume you fell asleep before you stayed up late doing some reading about the war. Yes, sir, of course. Excellent. Then you'll be able to answer the next question without any difficulty. I gulp. Yeah, he got me in a trap there. Let's hope it's not too unreasonable. Can you explain how Great Britain got involved in the war? Okay, this one I actually know. I vaguely remember Sakurai talking about it yesterday. Luckily, I'm able to answer his questions satisfactorily. After what feels like an eternity, a wry smile appears on his face. That late night study session really paid off, it seems. He shoots me a knowing smile. I weakly grin back. That was close. Luckily, by the time I woke up, most of the class had already passed. Just how long was I out for? Anyway, as the bell is about to ring, I figured I should finish my lesson before it rings for once. Even though I'm confident that you would rather learn about the intricacies of the war than go to lunch. As if by a stroke of fate, Sakurai's stomach rumbles. He wearily rubs his face and laughs dejectedly. Well, if that isn't an example of Deus Ex Machina, then I don't know what it is. A smattering of laughter fills the room. Class dismissed, everyone. Everyone begins packing away their things and heading for the door, no doubt eager to refuel after the morning session. Richie, a word if you will. Oh damn, why do I get the feeling this is going to do with me falling asleep? As the last student files out, I gingerly approach Sakurai's desk, a hint of resignation on my gait. Don't worry, there's no need to look so worried. You're not in trouble or anything like that. You had me scared, sir. I think every student dreads hearing those words. Can we have a word? Or can you see me after class? If it's any consolation, Richie, you'll still fear those words even after graduation. Oh? Mischief at university, sir? Now, that would be telling. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked. I just wanted to know how you were getting on in class. With the course, that is. Well, it's going pretty well, I'd say. History is one of my favorite subjects, and World War I is an interesting topic. Plus, your teaching style sits really well with me. And I'm sorry for falling asleep in class. I know it was a little disrespectful. I just had an late night. There's a knowing look on Sakurai's eyes as he dismissively waves away my apology. Not to worry, Richie. I know high school can be a trying period, especially when you have a lot going on. Besides, you answered my question correctly, so it's fair to assume you at least have some ideas of what I'm talking about. Can't help but grin at him. With the friendly understanding aura he emanates, sometimes you forget he's a teacher. Although you could try and refrain from falling asleep again, that would be much appreciated. Although his tone remains light and friendly, there's an edge of sternness in his voice. I guess it must be pretty disheartening as a teacher if one of your students falls asleep in your class. Oh yeah, of course. It won't happen again, sir. Good, good. Well, I just wanted to check up on you. You're doing well, so I'm satisfied. Do let me know if that changes. I'd be happy to assist where I can. Now, I shouldn't be denying you in your well-earned lunch break. Thanks. Have a good one, sir. With a nod, he dismisses me and returns to his desk. As I make my way to the courtyard, I notice Yuri sitting by herself, lost in a book. As I approach her, I pause. Should I ask her to join me? She does look a little lonely, and we're friends right? Oh. Invite, don't invite. Darn. I mean, we're going through the Sayori routes. And I don't know if inviting Yuri will change that at all. Because like, again, this is my first time playing this mod, so... Okay, you know, I'm gonna save here, and... we're doing the Sayori only route anyways, so maybe don't invite her? Let's not invite her. Just this once, we're not going to. Nah, I probably shouldn't. Besides, Yuri strikes me as the kind of person who enjoys her own company. With the decision made, I make my way outside. Man, I'm glad Sakurai is so understanding. Why? Well, you fell asleep in class, didn't you? Yeah. Richie, that's bad. What did I tell you about that? If it makes you feel any better, I had a daydream about you? Well, that's the way to stop an oncoming lecture. Me? Really? As I scratch the back of my neck nervously, that familiar weird feeling starts to rise again. What is this warm sensation? And why does it always pop up when I'm alone with Sayori? Yeah, I was thinking about when we first met. Aww, I bet that was cute. Looking back, you were so adorable. Was I? I don't know. I thought I was just doing what anyone would do, right? No, silly. You really wanted that second ice cream, but you chose to give it to me instead. Because I looked sad and you wanted to cheer me up. Even though you didn't even know me, you still went out of your way for me. And that's something I've always liked about you. What, buying food? No, you're always so thoughtful. It was even the first thing you did. It was even the first thing you did for me. Even though you really shouldn't have. She smiles up at me with a look in her eyes that I've never seen before. Man, she really does have beautiful eyes, doesn't she? blue skies, blue eyes. I get it, because it rhymes. A deep blue that I could get lost in. What am I saying? Where is this coming from? And there I was thinking that math was confusing. Sudden silence that's befallen us is strong, almost like a blanket, drowning out all the other conversations taking place in the room. I don't know how to break it. Luckily, Sayori spares me. Wait, I'm glad it's Friday too. Having 5 days of school and only two for a weekend is so unfair. Hang on, wasn't I thinking the exact same thing earlier? I can't quite remember, as I'm still trying to shake off this weird feeling. Yeah, I'm with you there. We have a meeting with the literature club today too. Oh yeah, Monica texted me to let you know that we'll be talking about what to do for Halloween. Halloween? We're getting spooky, huh? We sure are. I can't wait to tell you guys what I got planned. Just as she says that, the lunch bell rings. What is it with the eerily timed bells ringing today? Guess we'll find out. See you at the club, Sayori. See ya! As I open the door, familiar sight of girls greets me. Although Monica is missing. It's a little like her to be late, isn't it? Then again, she was tardy at one time during my first week at the club. Hey everyone. Hey. Hi. The girls have pushed a few desks together and are sitting in a row, with Sayori on the left and Yuri in the middle and Natsuki on the right. I wearily flop next to Sayori. Hello, Richie. How were your last few classes? About as fun as the last few classes on a Friday could ever be. While school can be a wonderful place to learn things, I'll admit that the weekend break is always appreciated. It's nice to have a break. For sure. By the way, does anyone know where Monica is? We were just talking about that. She was the one who set up this meeting, yet she's late for it. She rolls her eyes. Maybe she's playing the piano or coming back from tennis. Or whatever her latest hobby is. As she says that, the door opens and Monica comes bursting in, an apologetic look on her face. Sorry. I'll keep this one brief, don't worry. Sitting at a desk in front of us, she pulls out her laptop and fires it up. There's silence as the machine whirs to life, along with a slight anticipation. Fortunately, there's still a trace of tension in the air, undoubtedly stemming from everyone's memory of the festival. It's not particularly prominent. The club is still as laid back and cozy aura, but there's just enough to serve as an uncomfortable reminder. I guess I was naive to think something so serious would get brushed over so soon. Especially the argument between Natsuki and Monica. Nonetheless, Monica, with all of her charms and as the confident leader, is quick to move things along. Okay, everyone. So, as you guys know, Halloween is coming up. Sayori and I were talking. How does a Halloween party sound? A Halloween party? Didn't think you were much of a party girl, Monica. No, not that kind of party. I mean, if we held a little event here in the school. Yeah, we could share scary stories, dress up, that sort of thing. Yeah, that sort of thing. Sayori gave me the idea. We could all write horror-themed poems in the spirit of Halloween. As expected, Yuri's eyes light up. Natsuki, on the other hand, doesn't look quite as convinced. Scary poems? Meh, it's not really my kind of thing. Well, see it as an opportunity to try something new and grow as a poet. It would definitely be interesting to see what you'll come up with. See, that's the attitude you to have, guys. Plus, it's been a while since I've done anything for Halloween. I was initially against it at first, but Sayori can be pretty persuasive. And I think I should be able to find some time for it, so what do you guys think? A Halloween event, huh? Much like Monica, it's also been a long time since I've done anything for this festivity. Most of my Halloween memories come back from the pranks Sayori and I would pull on each other back when we were children. Although a distant memory, I'd be lying if I said they weren't fun. Yeah, sounds cool to me. I'm in. Although, we've gotta tell ghost stories too. You know, go all out. I think that's a wonderful idea. Psh, of course you would, Yuri. Yeah, okay. I'd get to scare the crap out of you with my scary stories. I'm down. Yay, it'll be fun, guys. I just have one question, though. You said we'd hold this event here in the school. Assuming we would do it while it's dark, wouldn't the school be closed? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Unless we did it in one of our houses. I didn't know if we'd have the room, though. Unless you planned on, like, breaking into school after hours. Well, the moment of silence along Sayori's tone of voice is incredibly telling. No way. You honestly let Sayori talk you into that, Monica. Eventually, I told Sayori I was fine with it, but I'm still on the fence about it. How about that now that I'm thinking about it, could we host a party at one of your places? Natsuki? No. It's a pretty cool idea to break into school. Gotta have a rebellious teenage spirit, right? But what if we get caught? Ooh, we get in so much trouble. Sorry, Yuri, but I'm with Natsuki here. Wouldn't the thrill of potentially being caught add to the atmosphere? Besides, it'll probably be pretty creepy in here at night when everyone's gone home. Perfect place for this sort of event. See? I told you, Monica. Well, I'm just as surprised at how willing you were to break some major rules, Sayori. I always thought of you as a student who wouldn't go looking for trouble. Well, once or twice wouldn't hurt anyone. Don't let the innocent exterior fool you, Monica. Sayori can be ever so sly when she wants to be. She's got a hidden dark side, you know. Hey! Don't overdo it. Break it up, you two. Well, now that's been settled, we can sort out some decorations for the room. Richie, please, can we carve some pumpkins? I sigh. As long as you don't accidentally drop one on my foot again. I'll try. Well, that's you two sorted. How about you, Natsuki? I could make some cupcakes or some cookies. Put some Halloween stuff on them, like spiders or whatever. They look awesome. And you can bet they'll taste as good as they look. Yes! You're the best, Natsuki. Jeez, all it takes is to mention the cupcakes, doesn't it? Yours are so good, though. Well, I am the best. And how about you, Yuri? Based on what you contributed for the festival, am I right to assume that's some sort of contribution towards the ambience or atmosphere? Yuri closes her eyes, clearly in thought of, I've come to appreciate how Yuri is someone who really thinks before she speaks. Yes, I think something like that would be ideal. I'll let you know the finer details once I've settled on something, if that's alright. Of course. Well then, on that note, I think that's everything. She finishes typing and puts the laptop lid down. Wait! We should all dress up too. As in, Halloween costumes? Yep. Bit old for that, aren't we? Come on! We used to have a lot of fun doing it when we were kids, so let's do it again! She does have a point there. I guess it could be quite amusing to see what she can come up with as well. Will we even be able to come in as anything? As long as it's to do with Halloween, sure. Well, I don't really know if I'll have the time. Upon seeing Sayori's face drop, she hastens to speak once more. But I'll do my best. I'm in too. Yeah. Looks like I'll have to get creative as well. Although at the moment, the only thing I want to do now is go home and relax. Standing up, I stretch and yawn, looking at the clock. Anyway, I'll call the club meeting here. No poems today, sorry. But I'm sure your Halloween poems will make up for that. There's a general murmur of agreement as the girls stand up and pack away. Ready to go, Sayori? Doki! Any plans for the weekend? Well, we've got to get our Halloween stuff sorted, remember? So let's head to town and get the pumpkins and things ready. Seeing as you're lazy, I'll let you sleep in and pick you up from your house instead of meeting at mine. Hey! It's not like I can help it, you know. Anyway, let's meet at noon, okay? Sounds good. See you then. As she turns around and heads inside, I can almost feel my own home beckoning. It's that wonderful weekend feeling. You know, I really like this mod so far. It's really good. And we about to get spooky for Halloween. Like as much as I want to save it for next episode, I don't know if I can. That's perhaps the most satisfying night's sleep I've had in my life. I've had it in a while. Time is it? Wow, it's 10:30? For me, that's super early. This is the second Saturday in a row I've woken up before noon. Am I slowly shedding my vampiric traits? How ironic. As I draw the curtains and feel sunshine flowing through the glass, I can't help but feel really content. In fact, ever since joining the literature club, even in spite of the festival, my mood's generally been much better than usual. Perhaps it's due to what I told the girls before we started our recitals. It's just nice to have people in my own age to hang out with. But what if it's something more than that? Sayori? Even thinking about her brings that warm feeling back, although not as strongly. Could it be? Am I really starting to like her in that way? As if to interrupt my brain, my stomach grumbles. Guess I'll have to muso for breakfast. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call that here for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Should good, there's a reason why.